Healing from past wounds. How to build resilience after childhood trauma. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's session. Have you ever wondered why, in the same difficult, even toxic, environment, some children grow up to be strong and healthy, while others seem to be overwhelmed by their past, trapped in problems with no apparent way out? That's a big question, and the answer isn't simple. It lies in a powerful concept: resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. Overview of key points. In today's conversation, we'll explore the fascinating factors that help a child stay grounded and even thrive despite negative experiences. We'll look into a real-life story that highlights the difference in resilience. 4 key elements that nurture resilience both internally and externally, including personal traits, parental love, support from other caring individuals, and community resources. Let's dive into this journey of discovering inner strength. Understanding individual resilience. A real-life story. To better understand resilience, let's listen to the true story of John and Gary. These 2 childhood friends grew up in the same tough neighborhood plagued by crime and instability. Both had turbulent childhoods marked by family conflict and divorced parents by the age of 10. After that, they lived with their mothers and rarely saw their fathers. Both dropped out of high school and got into trouble with the law. At first glance, their lives seemed to follow the same unfortunate path, but then they diverged. By age 30, John had fathered 2 children with 2 different women, had been to prison, was unemployed, and struggled with alcoholism. Meanwhile, Gary went back to school, completed high school, trained as an auto mechanic, and eventually became the manager of a gas and repair station. He got married, had 2 children, bought a house, and led a stable and happy life. Clearly, risk factors like poverty, family conflict, parents with mental health issues or addiction, and divorce are major threats to a child's future. So why did Gary manage to rise above these circumstances? The answer lies in resilience, the ability to adapt positively when faced with challenges that threaten development. This topic has drawn increasing attention from researchers seeking ways to help young people cope with the damaging effects of high-stress environments. Long-term studies show that even in the same adverse conditions, some individuals manage to overcome, while others struggle for years. So, what's the secret? The 4 keys to healing from childhood wounds. Unlocking the power of resilience. Researchers have identified 4 crucial factors, like 4 golden keys, that unlock the door to resilience and recovery after trauma. 1. Personal traits. The child's inner strength. The first key lies within the child. Personal characteristics, some influenced by genetics, play a major role. A child who is intelligent or talented in socially valued areas like music or sports tends to receive more positive experiences from school or the community. These experiences can partially offset the stress they face at home. Inborn temperament also acts as a powerful protective factor. Children who are naturally pleasant, sociable, and capable of regulating emotions tend to have a more optimistic outlook. They adapt more easily to changes and often receive positive responses from others. On the other hand, children who are irritable or prone to anger tend to test others' patience. Take John and Gary, for example. Both had to move homes multiple times. John became anxious and angry each time. Gary, however, was excited about making new friends and exploring new neighborhoods. This contrast in reactions illustrates how temperament significantly impacts resilience. 2. Warm and supportive relationships with parents. The second, and extremely vital, key is a warm, trusting relationship with at least one parent. Love, attention, reasonable expectations, not too high or too low. Parental monitoring of relationships and activities, and a structured home environment all contribute to building a child's resilience. Importantly, This factor doesn't exist in isolation. Children with easygoing temperaments are more likely to form good relationships with their parents. Conversely, warm and supportive parenting can also help shape a child's positive personality traits. This mutual influence is crucial to resilience. 3. Encouragement from other caring adults. Sometimes, for various reasons, the bond between parent and child isn't close enough. Does that mean the child loses all hope for recovery? Fortunately, the third key shows us that support doesn't have to come only from parents. A strong, caring relationship with any competent adult, whether a grandparent, aunt, uncle, teacher, or mentor, can make a significant difference. Think of Gary again. He received invaluable support from his grandfather, who listened to his worries and helped him work through problems. More importantly, Gary's grandfather was a positive role model. He had a stable marriage, a steady job, and effective coping skills. Gary learned a lot just by observing him. Friendships with well-behaved, school-oriented peers can also help. But children with strong adult relationships are usually better equipped to form those positive friendships in the first place. 4. Community support and resources. The final key lies in the power of community. A supportive environment, with good schools, accessible social services, public libraries, and affordable recreation centers, nurtures the well-being of both parents and children. Beyond that, giving children opportunities to participate in community activities is crucial for helping them overcome adversity. After-school clubs, youth groups, religious organizations, and scout troops don't just provide entertainment, they teach vital social skills like teamwork, leadership, and emotional regulation. These experiences help children build confidence, self-worth, and a sense of belonging. Gary, for instance, joined a volunteer group that built homes for low-income families during his college years. That experience not only benefited others, it also gave him meaningful connections and further strengthened his resilience. Final thoughts. So, what can we take away from the story of John and Gary, and from what we've learned about resilience? Clearly, whether a child can overcome adversity depends on a complex interplay of internal traits, like temperament and intelligence, and external factors, like family relationships, adult support, and community resources. To help children withstand the negative effects of hardship, we must do two things at once: reduce the risks and stress in their environments while also strengthening the relationships and support systems that protect them, at home, in school, and in the community. In other words, we need to care for both the child and the world they live in. Only then can we truly help children, especially those who've faced painful pasts, build the resilience they need to confidently face life's challenges. We hope today's discussion offered you some useful insights. Thank you so much for listening.